last one. Let's take a look at I. I'm running out of space, so let's do it over here. We've got x minus 2 over 3 is less than or equal to negative 2. So this one, we'd like to get rid of our fractions. Well, notice we've got dividing by 3, so we're going to get rid of it by doing the opposite. We're going to take that whole thing and multiply it by a 3. If I do that to one side, I have to do it to the other. That will get rid of my dividing by 3 by doing that, which will just leave me with the x minus 2. Now, does my inequality switch? No, because we multiplied by a positive 3. So it will stay as a less than or equal to. However, on the right, I have a negative 2 times a positive 3, which is now going to give me a negative 6. But I'm almost done. All I need to do is add 2 to both sides. And that will get me that x is now less than or equal to. Well, negative 6 added to positive 2 will give me a negative 4. So if I throw in my graph a negative 4 here, it says less than or equal to, which means less than or equal to means I'm pointing to the left. The equal to means I should have a bracket there. So reading my graph from left to right, I start out with an arrow pointing left, which means I'm starting out with negative infinity. And working my way up to where I stop at negative 4, which notice at 4 I have a bracket. So I'll close off my interval notation with a bracket. So that's negative infinity with a parentheses, all the way to 4 with a bracket. And that's my final answer for my interval notation, and I can go ahead and circle that. So again, as a summary, the only time you do anything special with changing the direction of the inequality is if you multiply or divide both sides of the inequality by a negative number. You don't do anything if you add or subtract, and you don't do anything if you multiply or divide if it's by a positive. Only if it's by a negative do you actually do something. This interval notation stuff is new, but it's very, very, very important. It will get used off and on throughout this entire course, and it will also get used again if you take MAC 1105 College Algebra. So it is worth your time and energy to spend a little bit of extra time making sure you understand it now, because it's not going anywhere.